Good afternoon, Director sir.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
So first, if Dr. Nanotti has joined, then we can start the program. If the speaker has joined, then we can start the program. Because yes, I, Good afternoon to our respected speaker,
Thank you.
Dr. Vivek. Professor Nanoti,
Good afternoon, sir. Good
welcome
afternoon. Yeah.
welcome you. Professor Nanoti is the principal of Eurasian Institute of Engineering and Technology, very renowned university. I know specifically because we have a Nagpur, so we used to visit also this college, his college. So it's a very good college, and he is a very eminent speaker. And the topic that chosen it is the implementation of National Education Policy 2020. Actually, when the government actually proposed this one and sent it to different colleges, the head of the institutes, we really thought that there are many ifs and buts, there are many changes have been proposed actually. So it requires a lot of discussions and how we will implement it, what are the benefits, and what are the benefits, what are the project research and project outputs and all these things. So everything is detailed here. There is an abrupt change to the conventional education system that is being going on. So we decided that we will hold different meetings and we will listen actually from the renowned academicians, those who are directly involved in policy. So this is the second actual lecture. Previously, there was one Professor Polan Chaudhary of IIT Kharagpur. He also spoke on this one, but he specifically emphasized the R&D part of it. That is how the research institute will do some research work and what has been proposed in the NEP 2020. But your speech will be specifically based on the, as per the title, of course, you can change your speech. Implementation of National Education Policy. I think that your knowledge, understanding, and with your expertise, I think that will be crucial. And sir, we are eager to listen to you. And I also personal request, humble request that when this pandemic will be over, you please visit our college. This is also
Sure.
one of the colleges in West Bengal, and we
My
are trying to bring the standard of this college actually to a great extent. And
my
already we
pleasure.
have industry of
Definitely.
IIT Kharagpur, which has been mentioned in NEP 2020. I wrote
Yes.
to the director and he has accepted our college. So with this one, I welcome you all and thank you for your sharing time because I know that you are a very busy person, but you have agreed actually and to give this time to us. Thank you very much, sir. Please,
Thank you.
over to Saurabh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am audible, right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure reaching to Durgapur virtually once again. Honorable Director, sir, very good afternoon to you. Our friend, Dr. Saurav, other senior faculty members who are attending this one-day workshop, national workshop on new education policy. It is national education policy. It is new. And everybody is excited about new because we are bored of old. यार ये नहीं हो रहा, this is not happening, we don't have scope for this, we do not have autonomy, we cannot share chemistry with psychology, and we if I get a job in second year, if I get a job in second year BSc second year B, my graduation degree is wasted. We had so many issues, and then national education policy come up with all the solutions, right? Honorable Kasturi Rangan sir has, when he has designed, no doubt it has to be so much inclusive that every aspect, including nursery, KG1 to doctoral, postdoctoral, and internationalization of education, things are banned, and entire thing is consolidated in 66 pages. Amazing. It was summary which was published way back in May, and then the detailed document of 300-400, and then again consolidated, and now then it is available on the website of Education Ministry, and it is of only 66 pages. And I appeal each one of us, like every teacher, every student, in fact, any stakeholders of our education system, may it be parents, may it be industry, may it be teachers, students, everyone should once go through it very fast, or at least highlights. So that is what, and how to implement. The biggest question mark, I'll share my PPT now, just a sec. Fine, it is visible now? Yeah, fine. So it is new National Education Policy 2020 and its implementation. Implementation is such a big task, dear teachers, and we are responsible for this. We as an education administrator, we as an this. Background, see, we all know the background. It was 29th of July 2020, finally, Union Cabinet of India approved National New Education Policy 2020. It was earlier called as 2019 because it was submitted in 2019, but then finally it was approved in 2020. So the very purpose of this and the very name has changed to NEP 2020. And then on the screen, whatever is written, I hope you are all reading. So I will not be reading what is on that. That is a reading material for you. I will discuss the ways and means of first understanding. See, there are two steps: understanding, implementing, and the policy makers' decision, take it in a right spirit. See, policy makers will take its own time. Policy makers will, it's a big timeline. We will discuss that also. But everyone, I appeal that this is just 66 pages document, PDF document. Just download it in your mobile, download it in your laptop from education.gov.in. And once that is there, just revise it. We are college teachers, but we should know the school education as well. 1968, earlier, first time education policy was, like after independence, it was 1950 when IIT Kharagpur came, IIT Roorkee came into picture. And then the model was MIT. And the Nalini Ranjan Sarkar's committee, they were sent to Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the 22 members committee decided that yes, India should have a higher education at par with the global education. The very committee was established in 1950. It was given a task. वो एक जमाना था 1950 का. And then we started something and started following European, the English thing, which was like our Britishers have given the education pattern system, and we started following almost into the similar line. And then we first thought in 1968 that we must revise. So 1950, Republic Day, and then we created some document and we started education. We had role model institutions for engineering education. I am into engineering education for 30 years. So for engineering education, we had Massachusetts Institute of Technology. We used to look forward to US government's engineering education, and IIT came into picture. Honorable Nalini Ranjan Sarkar's committee, 22 member की committee बनी थी और उन्होंने rigorous study किया था. And then the report was submitted 1950, then 1968. 68, the special document was created. And then straight after 68, 1986. 68, 78, 88. 18 years, there was no change. And then the limit is after 1986, after complete 34 years, the third revision of education policy took place in the country, that is 2020. 34 years, there was no change. Formally, revamping was not done. We need revamping. You can read the questions on the screen. Why graduates and postgraduates are not employable? People like NASSCOM says, we have 20% employability. What rubbish. Country कर क्या रहा जहाँ नालंदा थी, जहाँ पे तक्षशिला थी. We were the leaders in education. We were the Mahagurus of education. We had, we had such a legacy. We had such a legacy. We are world leaders in the education. We were world leaders. And then what has happened? Like we are nowhere in the top 100, 200 or 500 list of the countries. So it has gone down because of there was no big decisions taken. Revamping decisions were not taken, and hence the issues came up. And now that when the committee was formed in 1918, 1917, it was first decided, then 1919, it was submitted by ex-ISRO chairman, Honorable Dr. Kasturi Rangan sir. And then this draft came into picture, then revised so many times. It was open to public opinion for months together on the website. And then collecting the opinions from everyone. Thousands of opinions were collected, suggestions were collected, and this final draft came into picture, which was approved by Union Cabinet in 2020, July 2020. English language still remains the biggest hurdle. अंग्रेज आके 70-80 साल हो गए और हम लोग still we are struggling with English. English speaking in most of the country parts, it is so difficult. Why students are not skilled? There is no skill education, formal, and if at all it is there, it is seen like third grade education. Being a carpenter, being a painter, being an electrician, being a mechanic is like ITI course. One who cannot get good education, engineering, medical, science, everything, then he should go for that 1-year course, which is so called a skill development, which creates only technician who can earn not even 8,000 per month a salary. Instead, skilled education has to be the front line, because it is learning by doing. It is not about books you have written. It is the laboratories in which you have worked. So that is what skills are about. So why students are not skilled? Why not choice-based education? Either you take physics, chemistry, maths, or you take English, music, psychology, or you take accounts and accountancies and commerce and engineering. Come on, and business management. I love physics, but I hate chemistry. So I want music. Physics with music, why can't I take? And why I love chemistry, but I want history to be learned with them. I should be allowed all that. See, friends, this is something which was such a big hurdle in Indian education. Physics with music, chemistry with psychology, maths with geography. These combinations are not available. And 10th becomes too late. 10th standard, when student gets art, commerce, science. You want to become engineer, go for go for PCM, take electronics. And if you want to become doctor, take biology and take fisheries and all those types of courses. Sorry, I want to be musician also. I want to be an archaeologist also, but I love chemistry. What about these students? These students' desire were killed just because of this old system, the current system. These were the problems. Why revision? These were the problem. Why can't we take? Why it is not knowledge-based education? Why it is only mugging up? If I can learn by heart the entire chemistry book, I'll get 10 on 10. So the very exam pattern, the very assessment patterns are not knowledge-based. So the skill-based education, knowledge-based education, Indian students, those who are sharp, they immediately migrate for their higher education to foreign countries. These days, students are migrating for graduation courses. For years together, people are continuing. My own graduates, they don't want to work. They don't want to pursue their engineering in India. They want US. Everyone wants US. And if they miss US bus, they will land up into Canada or Australia. I mean, this is not done. We are the country with a legacy of education, and everybody is running after foreign education, foreign countries, because they have their own own thing to do. It is so important, dear teachers. We all are teachers and we are stakeholders and we are making things compulsory, creating a big void for so many people who don't like your system. So the openness in the system is the biggest thing. So recognizing, identifying, fostering the unique capability of each student. Where is the scope of fostering the unique capabilities? There is no consideration for non-academic peers. Sensitizing teachers as well as parents to promote each student's holistic development. What do you mean by holistic development? What do you mean by non-academic and academic virtues? What do you mean by uniqueness? What do you mean by the spatial abilities? What do we understand by where is the system? Where is the education? Which degree course in this country allows it? If we have only liberal arts courses these days coming up, and that too in Ahmedabad and few cities. They give liberal arts, but then they do not have placements because that is not acceptable education system in the country. So friends, with this tremendous opportunity to discuss the importance of fostering
Saurabh, it is not actually audible. His voice is not audible. Please do something. What has happened?
Maybe due to some network problem.
Okay.
Sir, you have muted. Sir,
Yeah. Very sorry, dear friends. I'm in college, and then a lot of things are going disconnected. Fine, I'm sharing my screen right now. Just a sec. Is it seen? Yeah. So, we talk about Industry 4.0. We all have heard about fourth generation of industry, right? So, if we have learned about fourth generation is about artificial intelligence, it is about neural networks, it is about data science, it is about machine learning, it is about Internet of Things, then education also should shift to fourth generation. These are the four generations seen on the screen. My childhood, there were lectures and memorization. My school teachers, even my college teacher used to say, "Pura ratta maar lo, yaad kar lo, paath kar lo, and then you can you can take a ace position in the merit list, first class first, only because you have bugged up, only because you have learned by heart." So lectures and memorization was first generation of education, 1950. Then it came internet-enabled learning. So we had Google, we had sites, we have so many YouTube channels that they started providing us education. They gave an opportunity of learning that I call as second generation of education. Third generation of education was 1982, when then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi got Mr. Sam Pitroda from US, from Chicago, and he established a knowledge commission, and chairman was Mr. Sam Pitroda. And then education was to produce knowledge-based society, knowledge workers, knowledge education, knowledge-based industry, knowledge workers, knowledge secretaries, knowledge. So third generation of education was about producing knowledge. We are still not into third generation. Majority of the institutions in the country, may it be school or college, they are not even entered into second, and many of them have not entered into third. I go to many engineering college for inspections and NAC and all that. They say, "Sir, we have very high tech this thing, education system." I said, "What?" They said, "We have internet enabled learning, sir. We have Wi-Fi, and we students are learning on Google, and they are using websites, and they are using NPTEL, and they are using SWAYAM, and they are learning online, and they use internet." I said, "Baba, this is second generation. In country needs fourth generation. Internet enabled thing people are writing even into what best practices. Best practice क्या है? तो बच्चों को हमने प्रोवाइड कर दिया है व्हाट इज दैट इंटरनेट बेस्ड एजुकेशन. उनको वाईफाई दे दिया है, उनको इंटरनेट सर्विसेज दी है, उनको ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज दिए. अरे ये दिस सेकंड जनरेशन है. थर्ड देन केम इनटू पिक्चर in 1985 was knowledge based education. Then knowledge commission chairman Sam Pitroda, he inaugurated my knowledge center. Sam Pitroda online virtually, he was present in my college, and he inaugurated my new exhibition of knowledge center just a month back. And amazing thoughts he had, and he too accepted that yes, knowledge is important, but now fourth generation of education should produce innovation. So new education policy is focusing on innovation, and the simplest thing one can do to implement, aate rahega. I will request the authorities of this college that I can talk to you or anybody who is audience here. I can discuss, they can connect me for this knowledge center thing. It is a place and there is a time which is exclusively for students to learn what they love to do. It can be very much within syllabus. कुछ syllabus का कोई portion भी पढ़ सकते. 6 साल हो गए, 6 years we are providing this platform. Now I have 4 big halls just for students, which has no label, no mechanical, no electrical, no physics, no chemistry. It is knowledge center. It is knowledge cafe. It is knowledge. It is a curiosity zone. It is curiosity corner, knowledge cafe. This is what education policy is asking for, and which we can implement immediately. See, entire thing central government, बाद में state government has lot of liberties, then universities have lot of liberties, then governing bodies like AICTE, UGC, Council of Architecture, Council of Pharmacy, Bar Council of India, they all have their own policies. कब बनाएंगे और कब चालू करेंगे, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन मेरे को दिल से करना है, तो मैं एजुकेशन 4th जनरेशन में जाके नॉलेज बेस स्टार्ट करके आई कैन प्रोड्यूस इनोवेशन. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर डूइंग फॉर लास्ट 6 years, and amazing students are doing amazing. I have my mentors. I am an engineering college, but I have mentors who are neurosurgeons, and I have mentors from Gujarat who are diamond designers. So diamond designer to chartered accountant to lawyer to neurosurgeon to ophthalmist to what whatever Samsung service station. They are my mentors in knowledge center, because you never know. Some student may love कि सर मेरे को वो मोबाइल का जो 5G आने वाला है उसका मेरे को टेक्नोलॉजी सीखना है हैंड्स ऑन. So I will have to connect some Samsung or Apple service station who can at least open the mobile and tell my students the amazing thing, how it happens, how receiver works. I mean, to the extent uska somebody needs neuroscience and he's a student of electrical engineering, but I can ask one of the neurosurgeon to spend 2 hours and they readily agree. I'm very happy to share ये न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी को इंप्लीमेंट करने के ये तरीके हैं. पॉलिसी आती रहेगी यार, पॉलिसी विल कम, it will take its own time, but education should produce knowledge, education should produce innovators, education should produce Einsteins, education should produce Jagdish Chandra Bose, and education should produce Rabindranath Tagore. We want those people to produce. ये रट्टा मारने वाला lectures and memorization thing will never fetch any scientist, any philosopher in this country, for sure, because they had a different level of education, they had an openness towards the mind. So if that is not given, and giving that is so easy, only the head of the institution has decided that yes, I will give 2 hours liberty to students to perform what they love to do. This is where I understand implementation of education 4.0. We will go systematically, but I understand immediately creating a small space. I'm appealing again to all my teachers, all my audience from whatever college you belong to, connect me for this knowledge center thing, and I can get things established online. And then you can see the amazing response of students. When students will come to know that they can learn, they have a platform to follow their dreams, follow their goals. They can go against their parents, जिन parents ने उनको धक्का मार के mechanical engineer डाल दिया because he could not crack computer science engineering score. He could not get IIT, so he's into private college and he's not happy. Those students will immediately become happy because they will get something. There is a platform wherein they love to do what they want to do. This is first thing into implementation. Let's start a knowledge center. You can call that place whatever. You can call innovation center, innovation lab. You can call design studio, design place, knowledge cafe, call anything. Name it whatever. But it is a place. It has no label. It has no mechanical, physics, chemistry. It has no engineering, science, chemistry, English, communication skill. No, it is about knowledge. It is about passion. It is about dreams. And they have to fill up the form. I can share if somebody wants. This is amazing philosophy which we are learning. Now coming back to the main theme. NEP is divided into 4 important parts: school education, higher education, other key areas of focus, and 4th one is the most difficult, which we really want to trying to discuss, is making it happen. बातें बड़ी बड़ी हो जाएंगी, but making it happen is so difficult. I think you have discussed, you have gone through. I think I know those who are attending must have gone through. I just want to survey. I mean, can you please write into this? I just want to know. Can you please write into chat box? How many of you have at least read the gist of this NEP? Just write yes or no. I just want to count yes and no. Just write down yes or no. Just write down, take 1 second for that, that you have had slightest idea. You have gone through summary, write down summary, yes, or write down highlights, yes, or write down full 66 pages document, yes. Just write down into this thing. I want to, let us make it interactive. Sushanta, yes, Saurav, yes, yes, yes. Come on fast. All of you, I want you to interact somehow. You know, it is very important. Summary, yes. Kaushik says summary, yes. Anna, yes, 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 yes. Amisha Kumari says yes. I want to see more yes. I mean, or no, you can write no. Fantastic, no problem. अभी कोई implement हुआ ही नहीं है. You can write no. You can. You need not write yes. You know, Keka says, Pavitra says yes. Sovan says yes. I want more responses. Rohit Ranjan Sainab, Aditya says yes. Raghavendra, yeah, yes, yes, yes. Most of them saying yes. So you know the philosophy. And now my next question, dear teachers. Come on, fine. Many of you, Kuntal Paul is saying yes, Sridhar saying yes, fantastic. Amit Kumar is saying yes. Now, next question. How many of you believe that given a chance, अगर आपने इत लोगों ने सबने देख लिया ना, given a chance, yes, summary, yes, Dr. Tribedi says summary, fantastic. Even if you have gone through summary, fantastic, no issues. Now I want to see the response that how many of you feel that yes, you can implement it. You write yes, you can implement. Now I want answers for implementation. अगर आपने थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा है तो आपको क्या लगता है ये इंप्लीमेंट हो सकता है? I तो think no. I say no. आप क्या बोलते हो? Yes sir. Ram Pravesh Divana sir, yes. Rahul Ratan se Mahato. I am doubtful. I have dilemma in my mind because teachers are not being trained the way. Little extent. Dr. Tribeni said little extent. Yes. I say very difficult at certain stages. I say there is a reply to different colleges, different states, different strata, economic strata. It will depend on that. A small school in a small village may not implement. A good college, IITs, yes, they will implement. A good senior private colleges like yours, like mine, yes, they will try to implement because a lot of training is required to the teachers. So little extent. So important thing is, dear friends, that implementation, making it happen is the fourth section of NEP and we really want to struggle with. We all will be struggling the moment our timeline comes. There's a timeline, I share that. So these four sections are so important, dear teachers. These four sections we really need to make it happen is the fourth thing. We'll go part 1, part 2, part 3 and we'll check how we can implement. Policies will come. Policy will happen. They will come. They will take their own time. But the point is, what is my role as a teacher? This is the timeline. You can now go through 21, 22 and important is see 20, 29, 30. Last but one green band on that arrow. Teacher education will gradually be moved into multidisciplinary colleges and universities with minimum degree qualification of 4 years B.Ed course. Now there is a B.Ed course which is provided by NCET. Somewhere it is 1 year, somewhere it is 2 years, somewhere it is correspondence, somewhere it is distance education. How can teachers will get trained? You can check out green box on the right hand. 29, 30. We are exactly after 10 years. NEP is still skeptical about कि ये हो पाएगा कि नहीं, right? So teacher education will be compulsory and a 4 years degree program, B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, will come into force compulsorily after 2030. Means exactly after 9 years. 9 years, can you believe? 2025, they say 50% learners will get exposed to vocational courses. Only 50%. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. But then I don't come to know whether I am, okay, currently I'll hide, fine. So at least 50% of the learners exposed to vocational education. 50% only. And we are talking about skill-based education. और वो भी कब होने वाला है? 25, 26. आज से 6-5 साल बाद. So the important thing is teachers prepared for a transformation. बहुत कुछ करना है. Policy will be fully operational. The top white box, right box. Can you see that? Yes. Policy is fully operational. Following the comprehensive review will be undertaken. Kab? 2040. Come on, many of us will be retired by that time. But we dream of having something of that level. We're really dreaming of having something of that level. वो सपनों का है, वो तक्षशिला थी, जो बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटीज थी 5000 साल पहले, when India was a country leader, महागुरु, विश्वगुरु, I should say विश्वगुरु. India has an education legacy द्रोणाचार्य के जमाने से थी. वो legacy वापस लाना है तो हमको 2040. Can you believe 2040 is the target? NEP has a very what ambitious target of 2040. Teachers prepared for transformation. Assessment system कब बदल रहा है? 2022-23. National curriculum flame is this year only. I mean, there are so many super duper difficult tasks to implement this. Timeline for implementation is so important. Implementation is not a joke, because a lot of understanding, a lot of teachers training is required for training the teachers. यार implementer कौन है? School education. Let us start with first category. These are the points. 1.1 to 1.9 talks about early child care education. Foundational literacy. I'll focus more on our college education, but I should go through all these things because it is a part and parcel. And as a college professor, we should know that what level of student input we are getting from the schools who will be coming through new education policy. So school education, these are the points. Restructuring of entire school curriculum and pedagogy. The very holistic development of learners is to be taken care. Multilingualism. Every state, or rather every district, India, country like India has got 200 language तो ऐसी है जिसकी तो लिपि नहीं है, जिसके अल्फाबेट्स ही नहीं, ऐसी 200 लैंग्वेज है, ऐसी 200 लैंग्वेज है जिनको तो लिखते ही नहीं आता. दे आर ओनली फॉर व्हाट? बोलने की भाषा है, बोली भाषा. तो इंडिया इज एन अमेजिंग कंट्री, hundreds of languages. और वो, so I am not saying कि केरला में मलयालम and गुजरात में गुजराती. No, in Gujarat itself, in Maharashtra, there are so many languages. So Maharashtra is not Marathi or Hindi. Maharashtra has got, every district has got different kind of language, different kind of boli bhasha. So this is such a challenging job. And they say children education has to be into the local language. So local language within state also differs. But then what about the global education competition? Outside country, if you want to visit for your education, it is only English that can survive you. That is the medium of English. Whether you go to Europe, America, UK, Australia, Canada, all are English speaking. So all are English speaking, and then we need to have English. So again, they have kept an option. NEP says option hai. One who cannot even learn up to 10 standard, जो चौथी क्लास के बाद ही कुछ लेबर का काम करेगा, उसको एटलीस्ट हिंदी मराठी या लोकल मदर टंग में सिखाइए, we can grasp it very fast. Is the one point, and there are all points which are displayed on this thing. Recruitment and deployment, big thing. Teachers quality, biggest hurdle in the school education. Now the important change. 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. We are into 10 plus 2. Our kid takes part into nursery, KG1, KG2 is not counted currently. We say 10 plus 2, right? Kuch saal pehle, like when I was a kid, I had an option whether to go for nursery, KG1, KG2, lower KG, upper KG, whatever you call, or I can get admission at 6 complete age into first standard, right? 6 साल की उम्र में फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में डायरेक्ट एडमिशन मिलता था. So 10 plus 2, 10th standard plus 2 years of 11, 12, and that is the thing which is spoiling. Now schooling will be 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. 3 to 8 age, you can see, I mean, it is very simple table on the foundational course would be not up to nursery KG1, KG2, but it is up to second standard. पहला ही लॉट जो 3 साल का था उसको 5 साल का बना दिया. So very first block, fundamental block is of not 2 years, 3 years, it is of 5 years. See, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, it remains 12. It remains 12, but that doesn't mean it is now like 10 plus 2 में क्या था? Nursery KG1, KG2 was not counted. Now that they 5 plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 4, 15. तब हिसाब स्कूल एजुकेशन को they are considering 15 साल. It is existing system is also 15 साल, but we don't count 10 plus 2 plus basic 3, nursery KG1, KG2. अभी तो pre nursery भी है. Most of the schools like my kids did pre nursery also at 2 completion, right? So abhi currently it is 3 plus 10 plus 2 and 3 is not counted. So that is now going to change from 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So fundamental block is of 5 years for age group 3 to 8. 8 to 11 is 3rd, 4th and 5th standard. 6th, 7th, 8th 11 से, and at the 14th age of 14, they consider you are mature enough. 14 साल के होने के बाद education policy says you are mature enough to select, to choose, to understand, to know what you love. So 14th is the age. So 9th standard is the age where he can decide art, commerce, science, art and commerce, commerce and science, science with music, right? And computer science with philosophy. At the age of 14, and then you get 4 full years to understand 9, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So you get 4 full years for that complete thing, which is very important. So now the point is, number of years remains same. 3 plus 10 plus 2 is now converted to 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Fine. No language barrier. Up to 5th grade, regional language. Mother tongue. I am saying, like, how many mother tongues are there in the country? You cannot imagine. So it's such a difficult task. But they will take a regional language, or they will take state level language. Like entire Karnataka will have Kannada, and entire Kerala will have Malayalam, and entire Maharashtra will have Marathi, and entire West Bengal will have Bengali. I mean, something like that they have to, zero down to, and then only they can implement this thing. 6th and 8th grade, this is amazing. 10 bagless days. Second pointer देखिए आप मेरा. 6th and 8th grade, there will be every year 10 bagless days for vocational training and skill development. This is super missing in the current system. Students are not getting chance, whether he's good at carpentry, whether he's good at gardening, painting, music, coding for that matter. Coding will be introduced at the 6th standard only. This is the era of artificial intelligence, neural networks, machine learning, Internet of Things. Coding is part and parcel of the life next generation. So why can't we introduce coding right way in the 6th standard, and that too choice based? Somebody can take coding and somebody can take carpentry, and both will have same status. Mind well, same status. Currently, India has got a lot of social status taboos. Coding करेगा, he is a very high class. और carpentry करेगा तो lower class. और gardening करेगा तेरे को तो नौकरी नहीं मिलने वाली. Forget all these things. What is carpentry, painting, and music and gardening will give you? Do maths. This is how parents are forcing. This is how teachers are envisaging the education and promoting the education in the country like India. Biggest loss है बच्चों का. अरे he is good at gardening, he is good at carpentry, and he can earn crores of rupees in a month because he is fond of his profession, because he loves carpentry. So he will have amazing career in carpentry, in cooking. Yes, he can be an international chef, and we know chefs in the country. One of my classmates, Vishnu Manohar, he is a world-class chef, earning maybe 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs per month. And he has now his own kitchens in US, 4 places in US and UK and Dubai and India, 6 kitchens. He was my classmate first to 10, and he was fond of cooking. But then those were the days, yeah, chef बन गया, हो गई तेरी जिंदगी बर्बाद, तेरी तो शादी भी नहीं होगी. It was something like that. But he pursued his dreams, and he's a celebrity chef. He has so many awards. He has so many international recognitions. So, I mean, chef can be a culture. Chef can be a respectable profession earning lakhs of rupees per month. And 9 to 12th, 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, multidisciplinary studies. You can choose any subject from art, commerce, and science, fine arts and performing arts together, anything and everything you can then now select is something which is beautiful thing in this new education policy. I love this second and third point. 6 to 8 bagless days, only vocational training and skill development. And 9 to 10th, you can choose anything. Amazing thing. Reduction in curriculum. Yes. सबसे बड़ा तो काम ये करना पड़ेगा. If you want interactive class, people will discuss. If currently what happens, we are bombarding certain content and students are absorbing. This bombardment of curriculum, जिसको हम teaching बोल रहे हैं, वो teaching doesn't ensure learning. Teaching doesn't ensure learning. क्या फायदा? बच्चों को नहीं समझ रहा तो क्या फायदा? नंबर ला लेगा. He may get numbers. He may get 10 pointers. So what? He is an idiot. he's good for nothing because he has not undergone skill-based education. He has never, never experienced the experiential learning, the critical thinking, the interactive classes kabhi ki nahi. Syllabus complete karna hai. Start doing all these things. Don't wait for the policies to come. This is a Bible. This is amazing guideline. गीता है ये, नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी फॉर टीचर्स. सब कुछ आएगा, इंप्लीमेंट होगा, लेकिन कुछ कुछ चीजें टीचर्स कैन स्टिल इंप्लीमेंट as of today. Fun, creativity, collaborative, exploring. Collaboration is such an amazing thing. I tell you, I'll come to that. It's my favorite topic, collaborations. So reduction करना पड़ेगा ना. एक टॉपिक हमने 1 घंटे में पढ़ाना, and if you discuss, it will take 3 hours. So 3 times, but that will be permanently stored into the brains of the student because it is learned through discussion. It is because of interaction. It is because of critical thinking. It is because of giving platform to creativity, and core essentials are reduced to certain stage. 50 घंटे मत पढ़ाओ, 20 घंटे पढ़ाओ, लेकिन डिस्कशन से पढ़ाओ, मन से पढ़ाओ, लर्निंग बाय डूइंग पढ़ाओ, एंड दैट इज थिंग इंपॉर्टेंट. बहुत हाईलाइट जो है वो मुझको अलग से डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ. मल्टीपल एंट्री एंड एग्जिट इन कॉलेज एजुकेशन, इसको इंप्लीमेंट हम नहीं कर सकते unless you are an autonomous university. On completion of 1 year, earlier, like in my college also, after 2 years of degree course, somebody gets so good in coding and start his own startup, and he gets earnings at some 50K per month, और वो second year से college छोड़ देता है, and then his 2 years are wasted. He is not called as graduate, he is not called as diploma holder, he is waste. But he is capable, amazing in Python, doing a lot of consultancies, earning 50K, 70K and 1 lakh rupees per month, but he doesn't have any degree because उसने second year में छोड़ दिया. Now it will not happen. Even first year student, if he quits, he get a certificate. 2 years diploma, 3-4 years degree, 3 years degree, 4 years degree, or with research. An academic bank of credit will be maintained. You can exit, do your business 10 years out of some emergency, come back and finish up your 2 years at the age of 40, and yes, you will get a degree. Amazing solution, amazing solution. NEP has given this. Of course, this is a policy decision. This is a university, UGC, AICT level decision. तो ये हमको तो राह देखना पड़ेगा. But we as an academic administrators, we must force these education policy makers to create this thing. 4th year can be bachelor's with research, honors degree, BE mechanical with honors, BSc physics with honors, BA music with honors. So first year certificate, second year advanced diploma, third year bachelor's degree, and 4th year bachelor's with research. Some very important point is digitalization. Lok Vidya, or every state, my Nagpur city has got so many amazing, we prepare shirts from bamboo. Amazing technology we have. Khadi we have in Wardha, and yoga, people have Warli painting, people have so many. And yes, Kolkata, West Bengal is rich in Lok Vidya. So many amazing talents are there. Shanti Niketan hai aapke paas to. So amazing things are there, but they should bear a status, social status. Very good earning is to be ensured, and that is to be introduced into the regular education. Engineering कर रहे हो लेकिन खादी सीख सकते हो, मेडिकल कर रहे हो लेकिन योगा सीख सकते हो, बांबू से मैचिंग सीख सकते हो. And these things, if you have learned, they have importance. If you are an engineer and you are doing course in music, that music will appear into an engineering mark sheet. That where we call it as report card makeover. Not only marks, but will include other skills. Third point on my screen, please watch it carefully. Report card complete makeover. Today it is considered as add-on. Engineering कर रहे हो, ये music छोड़ दो. Stop your piano classes. You got less marks in second semester. No. Piano will be an official subject. Music would have been official subject, official activity into an engineering degree, and he will get that thing written on his mark sheet. Why not? Why not? I tell you, I was in HCL, one of the festivals in HCL, wherein I had 2 sessions to deliver to these software engineers in HCL. It was a national meet. And one fellow came from Delhi. the senior HR manager of HCL, who was a country head. And I said, yeah, you came to Nagpur only for this event. And he was amazing singer. And he started singing, he got his guitar. And the points which I cover, I talked on business, I talk on IT solutions, international solutions, I talked on open business opportunities in IT industry. I was talking on that. He was noting on down on first thing. And you will not believe what he did. Mera session hone ke baad, he created a song, composed a music on that. Whatever I spoke, he gave a music. Amazing technology. He was exclusively called. He said, sir, I am a software engineer. I am an MBA from IIM. I am a senior HR recruiter into the company like HCL. But people love me because of my music. Because of my this skill of writing the music, composing the music on spot. और ये मेरी शीघ्र कविता है. See, he was specially invited from Delhi to Nagpur for 2 hours event because he was amazing in music. And music pleases our heart. Outstanding things happen. इसका importance हम समझ ही नहीं रहे. Yes, regulatory bodies की fighting चल रही है. If you have architecture branch, we have architecture college, and the president of Council of Architecture is our own director. My Priyadarshini Architecture College director is now heading Country Council of Architecture, Professor Habib Khan. And then they are always into Supreme Court and High Courts, and this AICT and Council of Architecture has fight. AICT and Pharmacy Council has a fight. NCET says different. UGC says different. Single regulatory body is the only solution for implementing easily. Problem is about implementation. फिर झगड़ेंगे. फिर AICT will say something else. फिर NAC will say something different. Because NAC is designed by UGC, IISc Bangalore. NBA is designed in consent with IAICT. फिर झगड़ा. फिर conflicts. फिर difference of opinion. Single regulatory body is the solution, which is of course recommended in NEP, which is so important. Major changes in board exam pattern and evaluation. Yes. So there are so many changes. Quality universities and colleges. The current universities, I tell you, there are Nagpur University has got 600 colleges. I mean, how a university setup sitting in Nagpur can administer, can provide the administration to 600 colleges, 60 engineering colleges, 200 science colleges. It is, I mean, how does that design? It is expansion is beyond limits. It is spoiling everything. So we need standalone institution. That is the major recommendation of this thing. So let us go for autonomy. Any and every institute with some specific requirements, you can go for autonomy. You can start your own university. That doesn't require any approval from National Education Policy. UGC is already recommending that if you have 10 years experience and if you have NAC A and this and that, then just go for autonomy. Just go for university status, and then you can develop your own way and style. So very high quality institutions, and if they can be multi faculty, that would suffice the gist and the crust of National Education Policy, dear friends. It is so important. Second point on this slide: character, ethics, constitutional values, intellectual curiosity, scientific tempers, creativity, spirit of service, 21st century capability. Oh my God, words, एक word को implement करना है ना, तो you need a policy. You need a 10, 20, 50 page document, and the process and method and the system to be implemented. It is not easy. So quality universities, every individual single MERU, they call it MERU, multidisciplinary education and research universities. They want MERUs at par with IITs and IIMs, model public universities. So let us commit ourselves, that let us read, let us grasp, let us be leaders into the education industry and support this system to reach out to MERU, reach out to instead of all suggestions of this thing. They will also help set up high standard multidisciplinary education across India. They say the single engineering college, nahin, Science, Engineering and Commerce College of Excellence would be the name of the institution. Today my college name is Priyadarshini Institute of Engineering and Technology. They will not accept. NEP will say you should have Priyadarshini Institute of Engineering, Science and Commerce. creation in Institute of Architecture and Arts and Fine Arts. I mean, there has to be multidisciplinary education, which is so important. Major issues in current system. इसकी तो कोई list ही नहीं है. I mean, I have listed few. Limited teachers, no institutional autonomy, rigid separation between disciplines. We have already discussed. Learning outcomes पे focus ही नहीं है. Outcome based education नहीं है. Merit based career है. गलत है. He has got 10 pointer means he is more worth. No, sorry. Very less emphasis on research. Lack of R&D fundings. Like you already have attended lecture of NEP on research. I will not touch that R&D aspect today. Large affiliating universities. जो मेरा नागपुर का प्रॉब्लम है. Last point on my screen. Large affiliating 600 colleges. Poor administration. It cannot happen unless you are autonomous. So complete overhaul and re-energizing of higher education is required, my dear friends. Complete overhaul करना है और ये मेरे को करना है, आपको करना है. पॉलिसी में कुछ करना है, कुछ अपने आप को खुद में करना है. नॉलेज सेंटर खुद का खुद करिए. लर्निंग बाय डूइंग खुद चालू करिए. ऑप्शनल पेपर्स भरपूर दीजिए लोगों को. नाउ दिस इज फॉर हायर एजुकेशन. You can read. I mean, you know, motivated and energized, capable faculty, teacher education, reimagining vocational education, professional education as a separate chapter hai. Effective governance and leadership is very important. Every institute should have an amazing leader with a holistic approach, with a very learned and mature leadership. Governance plays very important role of any success of any institution in this world. So NEP is incorporating, envisaging all these aspects on higher education. Internationalization. We should compete. Why Harvard is always ahead? Why Lana University? Why Chicago University? Why Tokyo? Singapore? I have visited all these institutions. I am a super traveler, you know. I am a globe trotter. तो बहुत मजा आता है. मैं like you know I did my doctorate what 26 years back. 94 I got my doctorate. 27 years back I got my doctorate. जब नागपुर में इंटरनेट भी नहीं था. नागपुर was not having internet in 1992. कितना डिफिकल्ट था. वो सब कर लिया यार. That doesn't mean today I am learning so many new things and it is amazing. I am a physics professor and I am heading an institution for last 7-8 years, but that doesn't mean I cannot learn economics. Being a physics professor, I have my 12 PhD students got awarded under my guidance, but that doesn't mean I should not learn business administration. And I spent my 30 years of physics education working on nanomagnetic materials, nanomagnetic hexaferrites, but that doesn't mean that I cannot do a course on creativity and critical thinking from Technische University Berlin. That doesn't mean it here. This is the point which I want to put across. Once you are equipped and open, and once you are ready to take out your labels, that is where NEP says collaborative learning. That is where say dissolving the boundaries. That is where we say internationalization. You will not believe, I joined this institution 7-8 years back. After 18 years serving into some other institute, I was surprised there were hardly any international types. In last 7 years, we are working with 23 different universities to restore its role as Vishwa Guru. Third point is we are Vishwa Guru. हम दुनिया को पढ़ाते थे. हमारे पास ऐसे मेंटर थे. So much high performing Indian universities. Top 100 universities में नाम ही नहीं आता. ऐसे लोगों को हमको मेंटर बनाना चाहिए. Will be encouraged to set up campuses in the good universities. Will be encouraged to have their campuses outside the country, and the universities which are top 100 universities of the world will get opportunity to operate in India. Off campuses will be officially allowed. However, if you think you are good, create your campuses abroad. Earn a lot of money. That's not an issue. It is not a charity. You need to earn. Unless you make money, you cannot give the world-class infrastructure. Important thing is that. So internationalization, it is the era of collaboration and networking. इसके लिए NEP ने नहीं बोलना चाहिए. इसके लिए मेरे को किसी ने पकड़ के नहीं रखा. इसके लिए मेरे को किसी ने रोक के नहीं रखा है. इंटरनेशनल मत करना, कोलैबोरेशन मत करना, नेटवर्किंग नहीं करना. किसने बोला है क्या? We can always start, but for that, the walls of subjects. Second line पढ़िए मेरे इसमें की. The walls of subject, branches, cities, universities, senior and junior. One of the very dirty thing, I hate this thing. Senior and junior. I have 30 years of experience. पर जिसको 2 साल एक्सपीरियंस है, आई एम लर्निंग फ्रॉम हिम बिकॉज ही इज न्यू जनरेशन यार, उससे सीखना है मेरे को. आई हैव टू बी डिसॉल्व्ड इमीडिएटली. इवन every in-depth and successful research has its problems and solution in each other fields. Collaborations करो, आधा NEP implement हो जाता है. If you start doing collaboration, start doing networking, I want to state interdisciplinary and collaborative ventures of my college. I'm not boasting my college or my credentials, but example I want to set. NEP जो बोल रहा है वो आराम से हो सकता है. For achieving completeness to an idea and a project, currently working with along my team, of course. I am tied up with 11 world-class European universities like Berlin, Lisbon, Croatia, Magdeburg, Edinburgh, Scotland, Norway, Riga, Latvia, 5 Israeli colleges. Israel is amazing. If you really want to visit Israel, I visit frequently to Israeli colleges because I am tied up with 5 colleges. So a lot of meetings and a lot of trainings I take there in Israel. Tel Aviv, Jaffa, Haifa, what is that? One of the best cities, Herzliya. Amazing colleges they have, and they are outstanding in entrepreneurship, agriculture, technology, and defense. So what a culture, what a commitment of the teachers I have seen there. Military education is compulsory in Israel for everyone to get entry into the graduation course, which is showing its results. So I'm working with 5 Israel universities, 3 Nepal universities, 3 Kyrgyzstan universities. I'm partnering in India also world-class universities like Lovely University, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Pune University, Kalinga University, Bhubaneswar. All these are my collaborative partners for some or other projects. And hence, they are helping me. We are working together. All these universities I have personally visited. I did courses. I just now told I did a course on creativity and this thing. I wanted to learn business administration, business canvas, business development, how to start a social startup. I did all these courses into the world class. 2 years back, I decided to do that. I did these courses physically going to University of Edinburgh, Scotland, which is the world class business school. I did courses. Learning. It's about updation. It's about lifelong learning, my dear teachers. और इसके लिए किसी ने रोका नहीं है आपको. You can do all these things. Dissolve boundaries. An amazing thing will come. Currently, I'm working on social entrepreneurship. I got 54 lakhs. Green economy, I'm right now doing 54 lakhs. Fake news is amazing, different project, 22 lakhs. Crores of grants I have received. Artificial intelligence role of education, I have applied for, I may receive that anytime, 75 lakhs. AICT, only AICT, 2 crores in last 3 years. So, one, and then breaking the borders, yellow, last but one line, please read. With National Institute of Miners Health, NIMH is National Institute of Miners Health. WCL is Western Coalfield Limited, Coalfields. And SIMS is an hospital here, Neurosurgeons Hospital. We have tied up them for black lung disease of miners. And we got received 1.2 crores by CMPDI immediately. We finished that 1.2 crores and now we have applied for 3 crores additional. They will be issuing those 3 crores also. This could happen because we are engineering college. And I'm working for neurosurgeon. I'm working on lungs disease. And I'm working for miners' health. And the things are like, last month I have received Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, grant of 30 lakhs, in which senior research fellow is appointed for 42,000 per month stipend. और उसका PhD भी हो जाएगा. ICMR is funding engineering college. Tell me, funding बहुत आता है. Dissolve your boundaries, and once funding is rich, you can come to my college anytime, visit my college, and you will find the world-class infrastructure. Normal digital touchscreen boards, which you get for 1 lakh rupees, I buy it for 6 lakhs rupees because I have European funding. Touchscreen, digital touchscreen, mobile enabled. I use those boards in my classroom because they are funded by, I'm not burdening my management. The thing which you can buy for 1 lakh or a projector for 40,000, why management will pay 5 lakhs for that? But European Union pays. So Epson, this digital touchscreen boards, they are 5 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 6 lakhs. And you can have all those things to create an amazing, outstanding infrastructure for one or more things into it. So these can be seen only when it is done. Student activity and participation is one more important point wherein financial support will be provided. See, important thing is student activity, student participation, how you are going to grab that thing. So there will be national scholarship portal. It is already existing, but it will be expanded for various new things. Motivated, energized, and capable faculty. This is amazing. You need to understand the importance of faculty members. Faculty is heart of any institution. Outstanding and enthusiastic institutional leaders are also required. If they lack in vision, if they lack in approach, if they lack in the creating the system and developing the very ethos, the very canvas of this institution, things will not happen the way it should be, then even national education policy cannot do anything. Yeah, these are words from NEP I have picked up. Motivated, energized, and capable faculty. They should be updated. They should inculcate into lifelong learning throughout their life till the date of retirement. They must have freedom and they must keep learning. Teacher education is a big chapter in national education policy. It says, but 2030, they expect that every teacher will undergo 4 years teacher graduation program called B.Ed, and then only he'll be eligible for learning the teacher education. 10 years back, I just want to share one thing. 10 years back, we just thought that we must create faculty development modules. 2-3 teachers, enthusiastic teachers with me, they came front and said, sir, let us design a module which will be useful for everyone. And you will not believe, I created a 3 days, 5 days module on pedagogy, advanced pedagogy, the current trends, learning by doing, experiential learning, सब कुछ involve कर लिया, psychology of students, psychology of teachers, the technology in education, all these aspects I covered and created a module of 3 days and 5 days, Quest for Best. And we delivered 50 plus workshop in India and abroad, and we could impart training to 10,000 plus engineering college teachers. 10,000 टीचर को ट्रेन कर दिया पिछले 10 साल में on advanced pedagogy. Similarly, we created my mentor, Dr. J.P. Modak. He was Dean Research Development. With him, with his guidance, we created a module on research methodology. We delivered it to 60 plus workshops in 60 different institutions in India and abroad, and could impart training to 15,000 engineering college teachers on what should be the approach of research, what should be methodology, what should be the way to the quality education, how can we create a quality patent, anything and everything about research and development, the quality, the innovation component into it. A course was developed and we sold it in a very good price, created a lot of consultancy amount for my college. So 10,000 engineering college teacher I personally have trained through 50 workshops on pedagogy. Kisne roka nahi tha? Teacher education is lacking like anything. Similarly, you can identify your expertise and start writing it down. You have amazing things in your life. I just want to let us have one small thing. Once again, I'm appealing you all, just write down your expertise, please, fast. You are a mechanical engineering professor, but your expertise can be entrepreneurship. So just write down whatever your expertise are. Write down into chat. Let us, all of us, we can collaborate with each other, because that can be my interest, right? Please write down, all of you. I'm requesting again that please write down your expertise. Physics, chemistry, maths, mechanical, robotics, Python, कुछ भी हो सकता है, history, geography, music, गाना बजाना. Write down your expertise. Just write down expertise and you can earn a lot as in your profession. You can be professor in mechanical, but you may be loving coding. So there are ways and means of nurturing your own profession and own thing. Please try to identify your own ideas, own passion. And once you have identified that, my dear teachers, you will find that, yes, you are doing amazing. It is so important. It is current is 0.69 GDP compared to 2.8 of US. We all know this. And 4.3 in Israel and 4.3 in South Korea. India is 0.69 of GDP. I mean, they were hardly spending anything on research and foundations. So now NEP is recommending that, yes, we must follow. Other important focus areas are Other important focus areas are professional education. Adult education is so poorly administered in the country like India, and we really need adult education, lifelong learning, promotion of Indian languages, arts and culture, technology use and integration, online and digital education. These are the very important focus areas which are discussed in part 3 of NEP. Very important things. But these are policy decisions. I cannot start as an engineering college, I cannot start my thing and adult education into my education. आज तो ऐसी स्थिति है, my policy doesn't allow me, I'm an engineering college, I cannot start an BSc course into my college. So go online immediately, whether NEP is implementing or not. We are already online. Aaj I can talk to Durgapur people. I am presenting something of my thoughts. It is because of only online. So online and digital education is going to be mantra of this thing. Online helped me like anything. During pandemic, I was so disturbed that अब मैं करूँगा क्या? I got chance to deliver. आज का day, today's is my 210th webinar. In last 12 months, I attended by 25,000 participants from 26 different countries, 30 cities in India, and 55 different topics I have delivered. Blessing in disguise, I call this. I am very humble to state that. I'm not boasting myself, but dear teachers, going digital, going online can be amazing. Better. See, I have faced one important committee in the morning by DT. I have evening lecture. I have a meeting with one Nigerian university, a students forum at 6 o'clock today, and I'm talking to you guys at 4:30. So amazing benefits of online is there. So I'm very humble. I was so happy that I could connect 25,000 plus participants from industry, from teachers, from students, from organizations, from startups. A wide band of the teachers I could learn. Now comes the most important thing, that is commitment. Commitment is something which is to be, there are huge chances of dilution while implementation. There are huge chances. I'm not scaring you like this thing, but there are huge chances of dilution. A lot of flexibility is at state level. Like I told, mother tongue. But yes, those who want to learn in English, they can learn in English. The moment you give oblique, and oblique, mother tongue, oblique state level, oblique English, oblique this, oblique that. The moment this flexibility, moment this openness is given the very policy level, then there are all the chances that it get diluted. It can get diluted. A lot of liberty will be given at board, university level. CBC will say something else. Nagpur, Maharashtra State Board will say something else. West Bengal State Board will say something else. So a lot of responsibility is to teachers. Whatever is there, this is 66 pages. 66 pages are there only. Learn by heart and let education be into the fourth generation of innovation. It is the only solution. We should produce innovation, create a knowledge center, create a part into it. School education, yes, 5 plus 3 plus 3. I'll just summarize this. It's 4:20. School education, we can have question answer session for last 5-10 minutes. School education, yes, 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Higher education, tremendous change. Only I have not touched the research foundation because you had a separate session on that. But there is liberty. There are multiple entry exit. They have skill-based education. They have vocational touch into entire higher education. Other key focus areas and making it happen. Fourth part is one of the most crucial, most difficult. And this I love to do. This can be implemented immediately. Immediately, if you're autonomous, reduce your 5 units to 4 units and give time for discussions. Give time for interaction. Let students give presentation. Let students teach and we listen. Let there be task force. Let there be group task. Let there be team building. Leadership, these are to be created. This is one of the most important highlights. Then I would like to let us run, let us understand multidisciplinary education and research. I'm just highlighting whatever is this. This is the main focus area of higher education. Vishwa Guru, yes, we really want to embrace, bring back that glory to the country like India, wherein we were Vishwa Guru. The global standards are very important. Go international. Find out what they can do for you. Find out what you can do for them. It's not that we cannot do many things for them. My college faculty, along with me, we designed 15 different courses on green economy, which will be now taught in our European universities. We have tremendous potential. Our knowledge is amazing. It is only because of the chances of collaboration we miss all these things. Dissolve your boundaries, friends. Student activity, student participation, student from, and every, like, you are an engineering college, I am engineering college, we must have at least 100 student forums. 100, I mean it. BITS Pilani has got 300 student forums. For every single thing, there is a separate student forum. May there be only 25 students member of that, but that will give self-learning platform, self-exploring platform, beyond syllabus platform. So these are the basic student forums. Immediate form kar dijiye. 100 forums. Coding ka forum, collaboration ka forum, networking ka forum, industry interaction ka forum. Let students are very smart these days. So student focus education will always nurture and create better citizens of India. They are our strength. सब कुछ हम बताएंगे, spoon feeding करेंगे तो it will not happen, because my knowledge is much, can be an outdated one, but students are latest. They are internet savvy, they are net savvy, they know latest. They are always on Google. So let them think, let them plan, let them give their own ideas and implement those ideas. I tell you, outstanding things will come up. Motivate teachers, energize and create lifelong learning among the teachers. All these things are so important. Go digital. Thank you so much for all these suggestions. NEP 66 पढ़ने का है, पढ़ लोगे आप, लेकिन उसमें क्या implement कर सकते हैं? Openness you can implement, beyond syllabus you can implement, collaborative learning you can implement, student forum, student activity you can strengthen immediately. If you have 25 forums, make 50 forums. Immediate, you will see the spark among the students. Thank you so much, Saurav Ranjan sir, Director sir, for giving me an opportunity to interact with such amazing faculty members. I'm extremely thankful to all of you. I'm open for feedback and suggestion on my email ID, vivekmnanoti@gmail.com. You can connect me on 9822233286. My phone number, please take screenshot of this screen. I'm absolute social media guy. I have my YouTube channel. You can get this lecture on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. I have 18,000 followers on LinkedIn. So get connected. LinkedIn is an amazing platform for collaboration and network, my dear teachers. Unless you learn, unless you get exposed to the world-class education, you will never understand NEP. Understanding NEP needs exposure. Understanding NEP needs grasping of the word by word and line by line and between the lines what the committee has recommended. I am sure that till the policy comes into force, we can still start many fronts to which we can call implementation of NEP. In my college, I have started. In your college, you can start. Policy will come. It may take 1 year more. But till then, just go through. And what you can implement, start doing it, is something which I really want to put forth. Thank you so much. I am there for any suggestions, any feedback, any help you need on this area. If you want to establish knowledge center, you can connect me. I'll just extend all my documents and help you just out of my interest and passion. Thank you so much. Connect me on my WhatsApp number. Connect me on my email for any suggestion, feedback, queries, whatever. And right now also I am open for questions. Thank you so much.
Professor Nanoti, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It has been a spellbound. It has been a of deliberation. Actually, you could do so many things, because you see that reading the NEP 2020, you will not understand unless one tells you. We are really benefited, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
We are really thankful that you have given the open invitation.
Yes, yes.
And giving your number also. People will follow and we will take your advice.
Right.
By this time, if you have time, you can our campus as well.
Definitely.
And bless our students and faculty as well.
Definitely. Will be a pleasure to me. It will be a pleasure to me always. Definitely. You can write down queries if you want. Currently, immediately, if they don't have any questions, you can email me and I'll be very happy to address all of them. It's always a pleasure talking to teachers and discussing some vision to take this education to a next level. It is need of an hour. Yes.
This is a very difficult topic, so they may take some time. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
of course.
your email ID. So if there is any further questions, I will request all the faculties as well as the students also to contact you and put forward their
Definitely.
questions to you.
Sure, sure, sure. It will be a pleasure for me. Yes.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Saurabh sir. Thank you, Saurabh sir. I am Dr. Jayant Topal, HOD Basic Science and Humanities of Dr. Vishnu Engineering College, Durgapur. So good afternoon, everyone. It is my immense pleasure to present the vote of thanks for today's webinar on implementation of National Education Policy 2020. I would like to thank our guest speaker, Dr. Vivek M. Nanoti, for enlightening us with his knowledge in this field. This field itself is very interesting and immensely important in today's context. The lectures gave deep insights into the topic and revealed some interesting facts also. I am pretty sure that the precious knowledge that our speaker gave us will definitely help in our future course of action to implement the NEP 2020. And if we face any problem, we will again contact you, sir. Once again, I would like to thank Dr. Vivek M. Nanoti for taking out time from his busy schedule and participating as guest speaker in this webinar. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank the authority of Dr. Vishnu Engineering College for giving permission to organize this webinar. I would also like to thank our Honorable Director, sir, Dr. Piyush Palrai, for his valuable suggestions and opportunities. Valuable suggestions and opinions. He was the main inspiration behind all these exercises. I would give special thanks to Dr. Saurabh Ranjan Das, TIC Chemistry, for inviting such brilliant speaker like Dr. Nanoti to conduct this program. I would like to thank Professor Sarabjit Lahiri, Professor Subhashish Pal, and Professor Sudeep Kumar Gore, coordinator of this webinar, for their constant effort and working to make this webinar successful. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants, our faculty, our students, to take out time for the webinar and have a patience hearing it. Once again, thank you all. I hope for all of your sincere cooperation for all of our future endeavor. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again to all.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Well, it was pleasure.
you,
Keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was pleasure.
Thank
Keep
you,
in
sir.
touch. Keep in touch.
So,
So I am
For valuable
leaving
time.
it here. Yeah, sir. And it was pleasure always. We'll be in touch definitely.
we're in touch and we get a lot of knowledge from you, sir.
Sure. We will be in touch. Thank you so much. I am signing off.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Okay.
Well done, Saurabh.
Thank
Very
you.
eminent. Actually spoke very nicely. Very eminent. Thank you very much for
Very nice,
inviting
very nice speaker, sir, also. Saurabh, sir, please give the feedback form. In email. Okay. In the email. Okay. Thank you, sir. So you may leave the meeting now. The webinar is over.